Yo, what's up everybody? It's Colby Cheese, and I'm bringing you guys a commentary of myself playing Lux in a ranked game. So it's been a little bit since I've actually done one of my little personal game commentaries, but I would like to do a lot more of these. I have been doing a daily stream of mostly solo queue games on Twitch TV, so if you would like to check me out there, you can go check me out, Twitch TV/Colby Cheese. And this is one of the games that I played and did live commentary on, but I'm actually going to go ahead and do a commentary for you guys on YouTube because you guys are my true first love. Obviously, I gotta respect the the big fans out there that are on YouTube. I don't actually have a lot of Twitch followers yet. I've just only been streaming for about a week now. And anyways, today is a good day. I just woke up and I'm feeling pretty good. I made myself an amazing smoothie. You guys probably saw the video on there, the Om Nom smoothie video, and I make smoothies like every day because they're yummy. This one is probably the best one that I've ever made, to be honest with you. It actually has a lot of stuff in it. I've got walnuts in it. I have some ground flaxseed that I put in there, about a tablespoon of that, and I put a couple dashes of cinnamon, and I think this is the one that's making it taste amazing. The cinnamon, I love cinnamon. And then I've got like peaches, mixed berries, and a couple bananas, and again the spinach, and some vanilla almond milk, or no, vanilla soy milk, I think. So this is my best smoothie creation yet. This is I didn't make this from a recipe. I just kind of guessed up some stuff that I think would taste good, and I was correct. Oh yeah, that's good. But anyways, back to the game. So this is the start that I've been doing on a lot of mid-champions. I'll actually pick up a crystalline flask, a couple of potions, and a ward or two as well. So in this particular case, I'm Lux. I'm like, well, I'm going to be in the back most of the time, and Fiddlesticks will probably try and push against me, so I don't need 2 wards. Sometimes I'll go for 2 wards. But in this case, I was like, well, Fiddle is going to be a really difficult lane because he's going to be throwing out these stupid-ass bouncing things that are really annoying. So I picked up several health potions, and I've also got a Total Biscuit of Rejuvenation. When I play certain AP mid-champions, I've got a rune page that actually, the mastery page that goes for the biscuit. Holy crap, that one bounce did half my HP. Alright, so that I really have to learn from. I got to pay attention to the fact that that one bounce, if it hits me this many times, then it's gonna hurt a lot. So yeah, as you saw, that sucked. But anyways, cool. What you want to do with Lux is try your best to just farm up and build to your death cap and your chalice as fast as possible. So for me, getting all of these regeneration items is all just a means to stay in the lane as long as possible and farm. And as you can see, Fiddlesticks is going to run up. He's going to poke and harass me as much as he can. And I'm going to probably have a hard time here in the lane. I'm missing a little bit of CS, so I'm not doing the best because I'm kind of flustered by the amount of attacks that the Fiddlesticks is putting on me here. But I'm just going to do my best to try and stay alive. Probably should have shot that E over here on the creeps. One thing about Fiddlesticks is it's actually a little bit hard to harass him down just because he can use his life drain to get the minions. Now, don't let that discourage you from actually harassing him and stuff like that whenever you can get some free harass, but don't try and go for straight up trades that you're going to lose a lot of HP and he's going to lose a lot of HP because eventually he'll be able to get his life back from doing those life drains. So far though, I am doing okay. I'm still at full health. I've used 2 health potions, of course, as well as a tick of my flask, and that just shows you how useful it has been to have those flasks and health potions in this lane. If I had not gotten that, if I had done a normal start, I would have already been out of regeneration items and started to been low on health. Now we have Lee Sin coming in, and this could be a great gank. I noticed that, so I'm going to kind of bait this out, throw out my shield so he doesn't do as much damage to me, put down my ignite, and a couple of auto attacks. Those auto attacks are crucial, and as you see, we did get that kill in the lane. So really good job by Lee Sin helping me out quite a bit here. And as the game goes on, I'm going to probably continue to rely on Lee Sin. And so let's just speed this up as I go to the lane. I'm able to pick up my Chalice of Harmony right off the bat from that back. And so this is great. It allows me to have a lot more mana regen and spam out some abilities in the lane. The main thing you want to do is try and throw down your Lucent Singularity, auto attack the creeps a few times, and as one auto attack is heading towards a creep, what you'll do is you'll detonate that Lucent Singularity, and your auto attack will detonate your passive. And here we go. I'm just going to put down a little bit of poke. I see that the Cho'Gath is coming in, so I'm going to head back, but I did get a little bit of free poke off onto the Fiddlesticks, and Lee Sin coming around trying to do a little bit of harass here, and I see that happening. I'm not really responding to it fast enough. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I guess I had my camera panned wrong or something, and I wasn't able to get in there to really use any abilities correctly, but I am able to put a little bit of harass now, and then I just completely whiffed my ulti. I thought he was going to be walking back towards his creeps, because most people tend to walk that direction, but he just kept walking the opposite way, so I completely whiffed that harass. I was just using my ultimate to harass, really, and that's one good thing about Lux, is she does have that low cooldown ultimate, so I'm able to kind of use it in order to do a little bit of harass. And generally, when you do your ultimate as Lux, you don't want to use it as like a first thing. You want to make sure that you have one part of your passive, such as that right there, and then shoot your ultimate, because your ultimate will detonate your passive, doing additional damage in that way. And that's how you can really combo people for a significant amount of damage. Here goes once again Lee Sin, so I'm throwing down my spells. I was able to land them just right. Whenever you see a champion walk close to a wall like this, that's when you know you can land your ability very safely, because they can never run this direction. So as long as you throw it right at the edge of where it would hit them if they stayed on the wall, they have nowhere to run, and you should always hit them with your binding. And obviously the same thing with your Lucent Singularity. You can always throw it in a zone where you know they're going to have to run. So if they run in between a turret, that's free binding for you. If you're playing against a Lux, you never want to walk in between a small area like this, because that's the kill zone for a champion such as Lux. You know, Morgana, same concept there. So I went ahead and picked up a couple more items. I was able to grab myself a blasting wand and another ward. I actually haven't put down any wards yet, because I haven't really needed to. I've been kind of shoved back in this part of the lane, and overall against the Cho'Gath, he can come up and try and gank me stuff, but I've been fairly safe. So now at this point, I'm going to start placing down these wards. We've had some good ward coverage down on the other side over here, but I'm going to go ahead and place a ward at the blue area just in case we have a chance to try and steal that. And a little bit of a dive happens. I did call a missing in action on the Fiddlesticks, but they weren't really, I don't think they were paying attention to the chat, and so they decided to stick in there. I once again whiffed my abilities here. I am a little bit new with playing Lux. I play a lot of melee champions, so I tend to really mess up skill shots from time to time, but the main thing about playing her is like you can't land everything all the time, so you can't always get discouraged. You just have to keep on practicing and try your best to predict where the enemy is going to go and use the movement patterns of your enemy to your advantage. Now this Ezreal stayed in just a bit long, and he saw that the Fiddlesticks was coming around. That's why I started moving out that direction. I could have potentially been caught as well, because I probably stayed in a little bit longer than I needed to also. Either way though, that wasn't too great. I wasn't able to get a kill from roaming around, although the Fiddlesticks was. Lee Sin's actually doing a great job. He's ganked for me twice. He's already put me in a really good position by helping me kill that Fiddlesticks quite a bit. And so now as I get a little bit higher level, Lux starts to become really strong. And if you don't get behind on Lux, in fact if you get a little bit ahead, Lux becomes an extremely powerful champion. Now, the old thing to do on Lux would be to actually build in Fiends first. But you never want to do that anymore on Lux because of the fact that they nerfed that item. It's no longer as good as it used to be. So you still want that. Oh man, that was a lot of burst that I was able to put onto that Cho'Gath. It was an easy bind. You notice, once again, in fact, let's just slow it down. I'll show you. It was really easy because of the fact of where he was at. You know, he was right there against the edge, and the only direction he could have gone was up or back. So I shoot my binding right there to that direction, and that's how you know you're easily going to be able to land everything. That's why I turned on all of my combo. When I was shooting my combo earlier over here, he was running this direction, so I shot it, and I thought I was going to land it right there, but it would have been easier if I was standing right here, because I could have shot it directly down this way. But since I was right here, I shot the angle incorrectly, and that's why I was missing both of the champions. It kind of threaded the needle between the two. But in any case, lining people up for your abilities is the easiest way to land things on Lux if you're having trouble with your skill shots. Always try and land them up and get in between those walls. Looks like Lee Sin is going to be able to slow down this Fiddlesticks just enough for me to get in range. And once again, I'll line up my abilities. I'm able to shut him down and get that extra gold spree bonus. So right now I'm in a really good position. As Lux, I've already got 3 kills, and for mid lane champion, that's a nice snowball, especially if you have been farming at least decent. And I haven't been farming amazing right now. It's 11 minutes, so ideally I would want to be at around 110 to 120 CS if I was just doing perfect. I'm only at 80 right now, but still nonetheless it's higher than everyone else in the game, so I'm at least keeping up with the pace of the game. And as long as you're keeping up with the pace of the game, you should be able to carry, especially with the 3 kills that Lee Sin has provided me. All of these kills have been because of Lee Sin, and that's another thing I want to note is that a good jungler can really make the difference in a game. If you can get your lanes fed as a jungler, then that's and then your lanes are actually good enough to make a difference, then that's going to be a huge thing for you. So you notice I put down a little bit of poke onto the Fiddlesticks here, and I saw that Lee Sin was coming in. I tried to do a full combo. I did miss everything, but luckily we still were able to take him out. He was standing there trying to do a little drain tanking, and it just wasn't enough to handle the amount of damage that we put down. So this Lee Sin is basically camped mid enough that Fiddlesticks has no longer been an issue. Early on, he was a big problem. It was hard for me to lane against him because he had a lot of strength against me, but now I can actually probably take him one-on-one with no problem, and I'm going to be able to finish off this turret as well. I love this smoothie, man. I can't describe to you how excited I am that I made this awesome smoothie. Like, you're probably thinking to yourself, Kobe Cheese, you're just talking way too much about that damn smoothie. You need to just hush your mouth because you're making me hungry. Well, good, because you should make one, and you'll thank me later if you use my happy time smoothie ingredients. All right. Anyways, so I really do like playing Lux. She's not one of my main champions or anything like that. Oh, there we go. I did a nice little combo onto the Fiddlesticks, and I'm using my passive, trying to pop every passive tick with an auto attack I can, and in that particular case I was able to run out of the range of his drain, and I was able to take him down with the last auto attack. And that's the really awesome thing about her passive, is that it can do so much extra damage. 120 extra magic damage just by auto attacking, throwing an auto attack into that combination. And I think I popped at least 2, maybe 3 passives in that combination against that Fiddlesticks, because I went up, I auto attacked, and then I threw my binding and my E, and then I shot my, which, you know, my auto attack popped my bindings passive, and then my ultimate popped the E passive, I'm pretty sure, and then of course I threw the next ability and popped another passive after that, or something like that. So 2 or 3, and that was an extra 360 damage, which is basically a whole new ability, especially at level 12. That's a lot of extra damage. So definitely pay attention to the way you do those combos. You wanna auto attack, and then shoot your binding and your E, and then pop that E, shoot your ulti, and boom, you should be good to go. Sometimes you can shoot your binding and your E, and then shoot your ultimate, and then pop your binding, and then auto attack again. So that's, you kind of have to mix that up based on what your range is to the enemy that you're fighting, and that sort of thing. Now I'm gonna be coming down bottom. I tried to get a kill onto these people down here. I did hit one of them, but I wasn't able to do enough damage, and they couldn't get in range to finish that off. So either way, we're just gonna push them back right now. And so far I picked up my Rabadon's Death Cap. Now I can start building towards my Athenes. Again, you never want to build your Athenes first. It doesn't provide enough benefits as opposed to the old one, but it's still good to go ahead and upgrade that, but not until after you picked up your Death Cap. Now they tried to dive this, and it wasn't really safe to do so. I couldn't really get in range there to do much, as I have to just rely on waiting for my cooldowns to come up. I can't just walk up there and jump on people and auto attack them to death. I mean, I have to just, you know, be consistent with landing my stuff. I wasn't able to get anything here, and I see that he's going to be trying to come around, and I expect him to rock right into this bush as stealth. It did not happen, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to make a play there, and I do get a binding off. Unfortunately, the Ezreal does get feared before he's out of the range from my binding, so that didn't actually help. I did get a kill though, luckily, and I'm trying to do what I can to land something onto this Janna and maybe do a combo. I've got my blue buff on, so I'm able to just throw out abilities all the time. Lots of cooldown reduction from that, and that's the cool thing about Lux, especially as you start getting a little bit higher level, is having all those cooldowns is very strong for you. And you'll see I'm just doing a little bit of poke here. The Cho'Gath is out of mana, so I'm not too afraid of getting hit by some sort of combo from him, and I'm just kind of auto-attacking and throwing down abilities as much as possible. I'm trying to take down this turret as much as I can. That is my goal right now, because I've already taken down my mid turret, and me as a player, one of my main strategies overall is to always take down the turret. Now, I thought that I had landed a full combo on the Twitch there. In fact, let me go back and show you what exactly I was trying to do. I thought I had landed a binding on that Twitch, and I was going to do a full combo right here. So I thought I had hit him, but obviously he had just barely dodged that, so I didn't hardly do any damage. I probably could have got away without flashing, but I think if I had taken like 2 or 3 more auto attacks, he probably would have blown me up. And so I went ahead and jumped out of there with a flash and wanted to play it safe. I didn't want to give my killing spree gold. I'm 5-0 right now, so I would have given him 500 gold. It's never good to give the AD carry 500 gold, obviously. Alright, so right now I was able to finish off my Finish Codex. I also got my Stork Boots, so I'm in a pretty good situation. Picked up another blue buff. This Lee Sin is helping me out tremendously. Once again, I have to attribute most of my success to how well this Lee Sin is doing, and I'm just kind of piggybacking off of that, and he's multiplying my factor of success by giving me all those extra kills. And I'm doing a lot of extra damage here. I'm able to burst down that Fiddlesticks. He tries to come in range of me because he sees that his Cho'Gath is there, and he felt safe. And that's one thing, is that some people give themselves a false sense of security, and you can't really do that against a burst champion such as Lux, who's already really far ahead. I tried to leverage the wall there, hoping she would walk towards the wall. Obviously she did not, so she played that smart. And it's okay that I can throw out spells like that, especially now I've got lots of mana regen, and I've got the blue buff as well on top of that. So I'm just kind of throwing down abilities anytime I can, at the same time trying to farm. And so we're doing pretty good right now. There's not a lot more to say. I noticed she walked in between the turrets, so I'm going to leverage that once again to use my ultimate and poke her down. That's going to force her to go back. If she does stick around, we can probably dive her. And that's my whole goal. I know, okay, my ultimate's not going to kill her, obviously, so some people might say, well, you should have just saved it. But no, the thing is, we're trying to shove down this turret. And for me, once again, my goal is always to take turrets as much as possible, and anything I can do to help our team take a turret, I'm going to do it. So if just forcing the champion back helps us get the turret, I'm going to do that. Even if I can't kill the champion, I don't care so much about kills, because games are not won by kills. In fact, many games are lost because people think they're ahead when they have more kills, but they end up losing by the fact that the enemy team is just able to out-push them. Janna is getting really low here, and I think she will go down. One last auto attack there. The Korean God is able to pick that up with his flash, and so we're going to be heading towards the dragon. Dragon is free gold for us right now, and it's an easy pickup. The Korean God, for some reason, is making a silly play here and might actually go down. Yeah, he's going to die to that ignite, so not a very good play on his part. I don't even know why he walked around that direction without any of us in the way whenever there was a free dragon. If we were going to go for that turret, we would have needed to all come around at the same time anyways. And this is going to be an easy kill for us. I did my binding a little bit soon. He flashes out of my Lucent Singularity, and I use my ultimate to try and hit the Twitch, but Twitch had way too much health. I wasn't really predicting how much health he had. And this is going to be an easy kill onto the Yorick. Yorick was standing in that bush waiting for us, but he didn't realize we had a ward. So once we saw that, we were able to take advantage of that. That's one thing that can really catch a lot of people unsuspecting, is if they don't think you have a ward and they stand in bushes waiting for you. You can really make some good plays, especially as a champion like Lux that has such long range abilities and can catch people like that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so we finally taken out that turret. We picked up a dragon. I'm just going to continue farming. I will be going back now. Finally picking up my fiends, looks like another blasting one as well. And that is because I'm going to be working towards a void staff. And I really do like the void staff on Lux, especially now that they've changed the penetration values the opposite way. You get that stacking bonus. I completely whiffed my combo there. My goal was to just shove back and do burst damage to anyone who was going to try and defend the turret. But of course everyone kind of backed off and didn't take much damage. Now that time I landed it on the Twitch, and Twitch is in a bad situation. Twitch now going to get jumped onto by Lee Sin, so he followed up on my damage. And so they're doing a good job of helping pick people off from the burst that I'm able to put down. There goes an Ezra ultimate doing a little bit of damage to the Cho'Gath, and that's pretty much overall what he does. I poke down the Janna a bit, and we're able to do some damage to the turret. Fiddlesticks comes in from behind, but he can't do much. He doesn't have a lot of damage. He just got shut down too hard early game and is not ahead far enough. I was almost able to kill that Janna, but we did finish off the Cho'Gath because I did burst him down as well. Janna being a little bit risky here, staying in. If I can get a nice lucid simulator, nope. Just barely, she dodges out of it. But my ultimate will clean her up. So you played it way too risky there. There was no reason for her to stick around there. Really no reason for her. And the reason she shouldn't have stuck around, and this is for all of you guys who do the same thing, I'm giving you some advice. If you're low health and you don't have an easy way to just clear the wave from a safe distance, then there's no reason you should stick around in the turret. Obviously the game's over now. It doesn't really matter at this point. But it's still an important fact. If you're sticking around at the turret and you're the only one, especially if you're the only one, if you're low health, definitely if you're low health, just go back to base. It's not worth it. You can't defend the turret. So think to yourself, can I clear the wave from range safely without being in range of any of the enemy's abilities? Obviously, I'm Lux. I'm going to be in range of her for quite a long distance. So she can't clear out the wave as a support. Even if she was AP Janna, she could throw down a tornado and then use that and run away, but she wasn't even doing that, so it would have been better to just go back. Anyways, that is my commentary for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Now go make yourselves a damn smoothie. And make sure you join my crew by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you around for the next video. This is Kobe Cheese. Peace out.